Conor, welcome back. Obviously didn't expect to be back, but you must be pleased to be back, I would assume.
Yeah, really happy. It's been kind of in the pipeline for not just the last day, and maybe a wee bit before that. So to finally get it done is really good. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I think the club were clear away from the media for quite some time that they wanted you to come back to the club.
Yeah, I think obviously it was more difficult with the situation at Charlton. Because without having a manager and that, it was hard to get it done quickly, but we had to be patient, and luckily, we held our nerve and we managed to get it done.
Most footballers I talk to want to play football. It sounds an obvious thing, but they do. It strikes me the last 2 years, apart from being on loan at Cambridge, personally must have been quite difficult not to be playing as much as you'd want to.
It's been real tough, as you say. Like, everyone wants to play. It doesn't matter what people say. Like, you always want to be playing, and then there's nothing like that feeling going out on a Saturday or a Tuesday night and playing games. So it's been a real tough kind of spell for me at Charlton, not playing as much as I want, but hopefully coming back here I can get a few games and help the team.
And I guess that's the moment when friends and family and people you know in the game, like your agent, are really important.
Yeah, definitely. I think speaking to my family quite a lot about it, it wasn't easy for them to watch me like kind of not be as happy as I have been in previous times. So to manage to get back to somewhere that I really enjoyed, I really liked everything about the place, the city, the people, the club, everything was like a big draw. Hopefully I can play a lot of games again and get the happiness.
I was going to say there's a few faces you recognise. Obviously football changes quite a lot very quickly, but I'm trying to think like the likes of Sean Rowan and players like that you'll know.
Yeah, even like Freddie, Jovan, Sean, like they were the younger kind of boys. I played with Sean more than the other two, but they were the young boys. And then you've still got quite a lot. You've still got like Jacko, Bish, Lass, all the kind of players. So there's a good like bit of familiarity about there that I've managed to come into the changing room a lot easier than it is when you don't know anyone. It's obviously a lot better knowing people and kind of slaunched in. The new boys that I've met as well have been brilliant with me. They've all been speaking to me, no problem in that, so it's been easy to settle in so far. It
might feel odd to you, but you're kind of one of the veterans in the team, and that's one of the attractions for Michael, the fact you've played around 150 games in League One, obviously with the MK, Lincoln, Cambridge and Charlton. Yeah,
I think the older players are getting younger and younger nowadays, aren't they? So I think at 28 I'm one of the older boys, but hopefully I can use some experience and help the younger boys if that happens. That'll be great. It's something that I'm trying to add to my game off the pitch and on the pitch. So if I manage to do that and help a few players along the way, that'll be good.
And what's been the message from Michael to you?
Just to play my normal game when I get the chance. I think coming on at the weekend, it was all about kind of seeing the game out and showing the kind of experience that I've got. That was the message coming on. I think not just me but the full team managed to do that, and then I just kind of when I get a chance to take it.
It felt like a step on. I appreciate you obviously haven't been with the squad for a long period of time, but I'm not sure a couple of months ago Lincoln would have seen the game out, but it felt like a step forward to me against Burton.
Yeah, I think even when I was on the side of the pitch, when I wasn't on, I felt really comfortable in terms of like what the lads were doing on the pitch. Didn't really feel under too much pressure that they were going to concede. Obviously that you're going to have a little bit of moments, but then again when I stepped on the park I felt really comfortable. I felt like the defence, not just the defence but even Ben was in front of us, midfield they knew exactly what was going on, knew exactly what we were doing, and I didn't feel under pressure, so I wasn't surprised that we seen the game out in the end.
And it was an all Scottish midfield at the end. You had Jack and obviously the two Ethans.
Yeah, I've only played against Ethan Hamilton before. That's the only one I've played against. So it was good to be on the pitch at the same time as the other two. I have a wee bit of bite about.
And what do you make of the two Ethans in particular?
Yeah, good guys, really good guys. Obviously played against Ethan Hamilton. I think he's a really good player. Know what he's good at, and seeing Ethan in training like everything, not surprised but really like. Yeah, he's good. Training and playing, he's good.
And you must be looking forward to getting back to, since we're back, you have some great memories, sometimes during COVID in the lockdown, of course, but some great memories of playing at the LNER.
Yeah, it's a brilliant stadium. Even like speaking to the boys at Charlton and that, they don't love it, but they're like, it's a proper stadium, one of the ones that you love going to play because it's proper atmosphere, good pitch, like everything about it's proper. So I'm excited to get back to it.
Of course, the important thing for the team is to build on the result against one of the teams in the relegation places.
Yeah, going to be tough. Obviously, you see their last few results. Even the one before, I think they were beating Wickham until they went down to 10 men. So they're clearly a good team in a good place at the moment. So it's going to be a real hard game. And I think if we go into the game with the same mentality that we had against Burton, then it's going to be a good game. Hopefully, we can come in with the right result.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Conor, what is it that's drawn you back to come into Lincoln today?
Probably a bit about the familiarity, knowing the place, knowing how good it is, how welcoming it is, everything about that. I know the players, I know behind the scenes. The manager was really good whenever I spoke to him. So yeah, that was all like a big factor, and I know I just want to do well for the club as well.
What's it been different coming to somewhere you've been before as opposed to going to a totally new club?
Yeah, coming into the changing room, it's been a lot easier than it has previously. As I said, like when you go in and you don't know anyone, it's tough. Like it doesn't matter how loud or how quiet you are, it's tough to kind of try and get yourself in. So to know a few people and for it not to be as nerve wracking, it's been a lot easier.
And Michael Scabala talked a lot about wanting some experience, bringing in. You're sort of happy that they've come to you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, like I feel like over the last few years, even though I've not played as much as I want, I've definitely developed the other side of my game, like kind of talking to players and trying to help players. So if that's part of my role here, I'm happy to do so.
And you're hoping to play a lot of football, like you've said, but you want to get into the starting 11 after coming on against Burton.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Like as I said, like the midfield were really good last week, so I know it's not going to be easy. There's like a few really good players in that midfield, so whenever I get my chance, I'm going to have to take it and then prove that I deserve to be on the pitch.
And finally, how do you look ahead to Fleetwood? Obviously, they're in relegation zones, but it's 2 wins on the bounce for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a really tough game. They're obviously in a good kind of run of form with the last few games. Clearly a good team, played against a lot of their players before, good players. It just sometimes takes that one win to kind of spark you off, so we can't be under any illusions that it's going to be anything other than a tough game. Mentality needs to be right on it, and if our mentality is correct, then it should be a good game, and hopefully we can go away with a good result.